The church that I attend recently moved, and we got a larger facility, which is quite a bit larger than what we've been meeting in. Now, we've been preparing for this for several years, and we've been preparing for the growth that was coming and the new faces that were coming. But how can you adequately prepare for what's to come other than just praying, doing your studies, getting equipped, getting your people in leadership, adding people to your team? You know, you do the best you can, but you really don't know what's coming. So we've moved, and I had decided that I would join what's called the guest experience team. You know, that's the team that just puts a smile on and makes everybody happy that we're there and you're here and we're all going to make friends and we want you to feel welcome and where can we plug you in? And, you know, I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at going up and encouraging people and talking to them and greeting them. Maybe too much. Maybe I'm too yucky, but they still hired me for the position. Anyways, yesterday was my first shift. I didn't really know what I was supposed to do, and I kept having to ask, where do I stand? How long do I stay here? When do I go into service? When do I come out? You know, you got to get the specifics down because you don't want to get fired. I mean, you know, as much as they pay, I can't afford to lose the job. Oh, they don't pay anything. I just want to do it. So yesterday I was out there, and there was my pastor standing there mingling amongst the people, and that's not really what he does. He typically is not out there. And he said, you know what I like best about this? I like it because these new people don't know me. They don't know who I am. They don't expect anything from me. I can just mingle. I can just greet them. I can just be glad they're here, but they don't have any expectations because they don't even know who I am. And I thought that's so funny because yesterday morning, prior to going to church, I was on Facebook. You know, you got to always get on Facebook before church. Isn't that like protocol? So I had seen a status, and you can't believe everything you read on Facebook, but, you know, it made good sense, and it was talking about J.J. Watt, and he apparently had been in an airport, and I'm not exactly sure where he was, and I scrolled back looking for it before I did this little video, but I couldn't find it, so we'll just pretend he was in an airport. Nonetheless, he was wearing a Texans shirt, and he ran into this lady who had no idea who he was and said, well, how do you think they'll do this year? And he, you know, said he hoped they did good, or he didn't know it all, or, you know, whatever he said. And she said, well, you know, I sure hope that white boy from Wisconsin can do well. And he said, yeah, me too, you know, and just chuckled and went about his business. You see, she didn't know that he was the white boy from Wisconsin. She didn't know who she was talking to. She didn't know that he was the J.J. Watt. Isn't that funny? You know, those of us that are in position, that feel like we have to be all things to all people, really like just mingling amongst the people. Really don't want to tell people who we are. They might need something from us or want something from us. They may be draining us on a level that we don't want to be drained. Maybe we just need a rest from the public eye. But then there's those of us who want to be promoted, who feel like nobody knows what I'm good for. Nobody sees my calling. Nobody knows my talents. Nobody knows my giftings. I'm just a nobody. So, you know, it doesn't matter what position we're in. We want to sometimes be in the other one. We want what we don't have. If we're a nobody, we want to be a somebody. If we're a somebody, we want to be a nobody. Why can't we just appreciate where God has us? Truth be told, none of us are nobodies. We're all somebodies to God. He finds value in us, and He has put those callings in our hearts, and He has ordained us for what He wants us to do. He will be the one that promotes us. Maybe some of us aren't bold enough or don't have the courage to step out, and I'm going to challenge you. If He's put that passion in your heart, step out. He'll promote you. Maybe you're the one that's the teacher, or the minister, the one that everybody wants prayer from, or the one that everybody needs a scripture from. Maybe you're the strong person and you wish someday, sometime, somebody would just pour into you. I'm going to pray He gives you rest. I'm going to pray He gives you people that will pour into you, that you're not all things to all people. And if you're a nobody or you feel like you're a nobody, I'm going to pray that you believe He's the one that will promote you. He has us in this season. He has us for a reason. I'm going to challenge you to appreciate where you're at. If you're supposed to step out, go. If you're supposed to rest, rest. But appreciate where He has you. Be who you're called to be. He ordained you. He's preparing you. He's equipped you. Let's do this. Hey, if this blessed you, share it with someone.